Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Smith.
And I am Dan Davidson, and this is a special supplemental edition of the Trek Geeks podcast. It's time for Geek the Stump. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Bong, bong. Bong, bong in the head. Bong, bong. Bong, bong in the head. Bong, bong. Bong, bong in the head, blah, blah, blah. Bong, 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 bong in the head, bong, bong. Bong, bong in the head, bong, bong. Bong, bong in the head. So, Bill, if you remember a few weeks ago, right before the Super Bowl, you subjected me to your, quarterly rendition or edition of Stump the Geek.
I love their music.
Go. Yeah, of Stump the Geek, and I didn't fare all that great in that one, and I told you that payback was going to be a bleep.
Well, I think subjected is a little strong. I think we entered into some very fun and engaging gameplay of the trivia nature.
It is always fun.
And you were pathetic.
I don't think pathetic is the right word.
You're right. You were sad. That was more like that. You were sad and disgusting.
For my disgusting, wow! For my usual level of not trivial knowledge, but trivia knowledge.
Oh, it's quite trivial. I assure you.
My wife thought that was pretty funny. She's cracking up back there. Thanks, hon. Yeah, you're not coming back on the podcast now. I didn't do as well as I usually do. I will say I was probably nervous with the Super Bowl coming up. My boys were ready to, have the greatest comeback in history of the NFL, but we don't need to get into that right now. But right now, it's time for a little fun on my part, because tonight you're getting the trivia questions and you will be answering them hopefully correctly. This is your chance to put me in my place.
It's at this moment I wish to invoke two particular quotes by Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy. Number one, oh, joy. And number two, angels and ministers of grace defend us.
There you go.
Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1.
I will say I felt that, I'm feeling a little bit, you're my pal and my buddy, and I don't want to embarrass you too much, so I got a couple softballs in here, I got to say.
And let's be honest here. So for people who listen, we started Stump the Geek because you just retain the weirdest things trivia-wise. And it's fun. I mean, you retain far more than I ever do. So when you create these, it's almost like you have to do, well, you know how in Jeopardy they have like Jeopardy and then there's like Teen Jeopardy. So the questions are easier. Today we're kind of like playing Teen Stump the Geek because I'm not that bright. Let's be honest.
Are you sure it's not elementary school Stump the Geek?
Wow. I was trying to give myself a little credit.
Well, that's a little credit. I was going to go with kindergarten.
Explain the rules.
So I'm going to ask questions to you, which you have to answer without looking at any kind of social media, internet access, phone, encyclopedia, nothing. It's just what's ever in that little crazy little noggin of yours for the answers. And I will be giving you completely random points based on your answer. I will make them up as I go, and we'll add them all up at the end of the round, and we'll come up with a number. And then usually we'll have a bonus round. It will be double or nothing. But Bill, because I love you so much, we're not going to have just one bonus round today.
We're not?
We're going to have two bonus rounds today because I know that you are going to surprise everybody, and you have the chance to dethrone me as the Geek the Stump, Stump the Geek champion.
Well, I look forward to disappointing the masses in grand fashion. That's all I can say.
Wow. Well, I have faith in you because I have faith of the heart.
Well, it's because you're a true keeper of the faith with fans.
And with that, we will begin with question 1. Who was the first visitor to Deep Space Nine from the Gamma Quadrant? This is going to be for 3 points.
3?
3.
3.
3.
I'm amazed there's not 1 because it's the first visitor.
Well, I'm tripling your luck here.
If memory serves, I'm going to say the first visitor to Space Station Deep Space Nine from the Gamma Quadrant was probably Tosk in the episode Captive Pursuit.
And is that your final answer?
Yes, Regis, that's my final answer. Lock it in.
Congratulations on that first softball question, because Tosk from Captain... I'm very surprised you even put the episode in there. I'm very happy for you, Bill. Yes,
Thank
Tosk
you.
is the answer. Congratulations. You have 3 points.
I watched it last week.
That is that is a great start.
Yeah, all 3 points.
Yeah, congratulations.
Could have been a million. I could have had some big moral victory there, but no.
No,
3.
but seeing as if this is my episode and it's my points and my rules, no. So
Fair enough.
we'll move on to question number 2.
Number 2.
From Enterprise. I'll give you a little hint. It's from Enterprise. We love Porthos the Beagle in Enterprise, don't we, Bill?
We absolutely do. I love dogs.
What kind of dog was Porthos in the Mirror Universe?
Oh, so in a mirror darkly. Of course, all the rules are set aside. In the Alpha universe, in our universe, he was a beagle. And I want to say in the Mirror universe, he was a Rottweiler or a Rottweiler mix.
Wow, you're going with some specificity there.
Well, I know there's a lot of dog lovers out there, and it's been a long time since I've watched In a Mirror Darkly, but I remember it being some sort of dog that people might typically be scared of if it were showing its teeth, and so I'm gonna say Rottweiler.
Well, if it was a dog that people would be scared of, it could have been a Smith-Rinster then, possibly. But we will go with Rottweiler, because Rottweiler is the correct answer, Bill. You are 2 for 2. 17,701 points for that correct answer.
Wow.
You are now up to 17,704 points.
Who's the big winner now?
Not me, because I'm still talking to you.
Your face.
All right, I got another softball for you. That's 2. I'm going for 3 softballs in a row right now, okay?
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so question 3 is going to be 4. Not 4, but it's going to be worth 29,006 points. Okay?
Math is hard.
Yes. What was the affliction that future Jean-Luc Picard suffered from in All Good Things?
Boy. All right, so he had this. It was a syndrome of some kind that I remember.
Like from the Pixar movie, The Incredibles?
No.
Okay, all right.
No. And see, there are various times in TNG where Picard has some kind of condition that seems to just fit the writers. And of course, in season 2, we found out he had an artificial heart, which I'm sure made that story a lot easier.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that episode, though.
And I know in Nemesis, he had some other kind of thing that some fever that there was a trace of in his system, was how they determined that Shinzon was a clone of him. Wow. I want to say, now I could have the name. I'm going to go with my best recollection of the name, not knowing how it's spelled completely. So I'm going to try to guess it by how it sounded and what I remember. I want to say it was like aromatic syndrome or something like that, or aromatic or something along those lines. But
hydroponic?
No.
Okay, it was not hydroponic. Okay.
I want something along those lines. I can't say for sure, but I seem to remember that.
Well, Bill, you are 3 for 3, my good man. Aromatic syndrome is what Picard suffered from in All Good Things. Sometimes I wish it's something that you suffered from time to time, so that I wouldn't have to listen to your pedantic babble. But we'll just go with that. So congratulations, 3 for 3. 46,710 points so far.
Wow, it's so great to be participating in this supplemental episode with commentary like that, Dan.
Wow, I'm very happy. I'm surprised at the same time, but that's okay. I like it.
Not half as shocked as I am.
Yes, I'm telling you right now, though, things are about to get a little bit more difficult for this question number 4.
They are every time I talk to you.
It is a Voyager question.
Oh boy!
So I already know that you're behind the 8 ball, so to speak.
It's kind of like when you get a Bible question on Jeopardy. It's like, oh man, here we go.
And because it is a Voyager question, and it is not an easier one, I'm going to go for 929,000 points if you're able to pull this one out of your keister. You ready?
Wow. That's a pretty sizable keister.
In Voyager Season 1, in the episode Ex Post Facto, Tuvok reveals several facts to prove Paris did not murder Tolan Ren. The final revelation was that the household dog appeared to be friendly towards the Benian doctor, who ended up being the murderer. What was the name of the dog that pretty much saved Tom Paris's life?
Oh man, another dog question.
Theme, baby. Theme.
I'm getting that from you because honestly, you're not that bright. I'm amazed that you could do that. I remember the angle with the dog. I remember the fact that Paris's memories were messed with. I remember the woman's name was Liddell. Mm-hmm. Liddell Wren, I think. Mm-hmm.
They were kind of like the feather-headed people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that Paris was actually taller than the doctor. Mm-hmm. But I don't remember the dog's name.
Oh. It's good. I like how you brought out that one fact that helped with the evidence to free Tom, was that the height of the memory was wrong. But unfortunately, the big one was the dog. And the dog's name was Nika.
Yes. Nika.
So 900, since you tried to pull them out of your keister, we'll just flush them right down the toilet because those 929,000 points are gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, it's my pleasure. To wrap up the regular questions, I figure we'd bring us back to your favorite series, Bill. We're going to go DS9 question.
Oh, I thought you were going to screw me with another Voyager question.
Nope. Now, what is the full name of the ancient text that Kai Wynn uses to assist the Pa Wraiths? This is for 79 points.
What? 79?
Oh, wait a minute. Did I write that down? I'm sorry. 7.9 million. I had a dot in there.
What?
7.9 million points. What is the full name of the ancient text that Kai Wynn uses to assist the Pa Wraiths?
I believe you're referring to the Costamogen?
I would like to have the full name of the ancient text.
I'm not aware of a full name of the ancient text. It's referred to in the series as the Costamogen.
Okay, I think I'll give it to you. However, the full name of the ancient text is the Book of the Costamogen.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I said I'm giving it to you. You know that if the tables were turned and I was sitting on the stump, you would not give that to me.
No, I actually would give that to you because I've given you ones that have been further apart.
Bill, you are burning down the house. Who sings that song?
Talking Heads.
Yes, 7,946,710 points is your total for the regular round of Geek the Stump. You were 4 for 5, my man.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing.
Wow. Now, okay, so while you were giving that point total, I did just look this up. So I hate to say you're right, but you're right. And what an uncreative name for this book, because the Costamogen was what they summoned.
Yes.
And it's the Book of the Costamogen.
Yeah, you said that like Kirk.
The Book of the Costamogen. So thank you for your graciousness and your generosity and gratitude.
You just keep that in mind next time you do Stump the Geek, okay?
I can't wait to swear at you.
All right. Well, 4 for 5 is pretty good. Almost 8 million points. I got to say that's pretty good. So if we're going for double that, you're going to double or nothing. If you get this right, you will have 15,893,420 points, which is pretty good. So
that's fantastic.
And as you know, as when you do Stump the Geek, bonus questions are usually multiple answered, and that is not different here, sir, today.
Great.
Yes. This first one, you have to choose 5 out of a possible 7 things. Okay? Are you ready?
I choose pomegranates and steak and a Corvette. How am I doing?
Not doing too good. Why don't I read the question for you, and then you can see if you want to stick with those answers.
Fine. You want to play by those rules? All right.
Okay. Bonus question number 1. Name at least 5 of the names that Flint claims he went by throughout history as mentioned in Requiem for Methuselah.
Oh, my God.
Bonus questions are not easy questions.
You don't say.
I say.
And the only ones I ever seen. Well, I know Brahms right off the bat.
I wonder why that is.
Obviously Methuselah.
Mm-hmm. That's 2.
That's 2. Oh man. This is why we put you through these incredibly hard bonus questions. I'm drawing a complete blank. I'm not going to get them.
I can talk about nothing for a few seconds to give you a few more seconds, unless you want to completely give up.
Well, some people say you talk about nothing on this podcast all the time, so that really wouldn't be much of a change.
Okay, so you lose this bonus round. Oh, Bill, you had 2. You had 2 of the 5. You were almost halfway. I have 7 that I actually know about. Leonardo da Vinci, Brahms, I am Brahms, Solomon, Alexander, Lazarus, Methuselah, and Merlin were the 7.
Now, see, I know he wasn't Lazarus because we saw him in the Alternative Factory. He didn't look anything like him.
Really? You going to go with that?
Yeah, no, as soon as you say all those, it's like, oh, man. Just total mind blank.
So you've gone from a possible 15,893,420 points to 0.
I have total 0.
What's kind of funny is the bonus is for double or nothing. So if I double your 0, you would have 0. But I'm going to be nice and say that if you get the second one correct, I'll give you your original 7,946,710 points. To do with as you will.
The founders are wise and generous.
Very good. I like that. Nice way in.
Thank you.
All right. So here we go. TOS question number 2 for the bonus round.
Okay, hit me.
Inspector of the Gun. The crew of the USS Enterprise are playing out characters of the gunfight at the OK Corral. Tell me the name of each gang member that each crew member represented.
Oh, I hate you so much right now.
You're killing me.
All right, so Chekhov was Billy. Let's get that one off the
Billy
the plate. Wait, she calls Billy the whole time. So Billy, whatever.
Who?
Oh, get out of here.
Nope. I need the last name, and there's a reason why I need the last name.
I don't have it. He was
All right.
Billy.
All right, well, keep going.
Kirk was Ike Clanton. Let me work through this. I'm trying to... Spock was Frank Lowry? I don't know. I'm done.
That was close. You had Ike Clanton. Kirk was definitely Ike Clanton.
I couldn't remember the name of the other Clanton.
Yep.
And then I was lost with the last person. So,
okay. Well, here's our. Well, oh, Bill, I'm sorry. So sorry. You will remain at 0 points. I retain the crown. Thank you for playing.
I'm going to take that crown and stuff it right up your ass.
Kirk was Ike Clanton. Spock was Frank McClowry. Not Lowry, but that was close. McCoy was his brother Tom McClowry.
That's right, he was Tom.
Scotty was Billy Clanton.
No, Scotty was not Billy Clanton.
And Chekhov was Billy Claiborne.
Oh.
Yes. Did you just say something that I'm sorry, what did you say a minute ago?
What?
Scotty was what?
No, you started. I forgot there were two Billies.
That's why I said I needed last names. Come on now.
I could have said Billy for both of them and been fine.
Dude, I gave you the extra millions of points on the one that you didn't get completely. So, no, that would not have happened here.
Remember, this is supposed to be teen Stump the Geek. Or in your case, you said kindergarten Stump the Geek.
Then
and I have to go with your first answer.
They were the bad guys, and I would have given you 7,900,000 plus points. But
that's a total lie.
Hey, I got to say, I'm impressed, man. You did very well on the first 5 questions, 4 or 5.
Yeah. I could just hear the people out there now going, "Oh!"
I got to say one thing though. I'm so impressed that I can pretty much guarantee, because you've shown me that you can do it, that another Geek the Stump will happen at some point in the future. Congratulations, pal.
It will never happen. I never, ever happen. Ever. Ever.
Ever?
Never.
All right.
Never.
I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And so goes yet another edition of Geek the Stump, my favorite episode ever.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. We probably should close this one out, Dan.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Go ahead, close it out.
Oh, hey, you started the hosting duties. You get to finish it.
Well, I got to say, of course, we can't thank 5 Year Mission enough for allowing them to use our music here on these very podcasts, including Geek the Stump. That's always a good thing, right, Bill?
Oh, it's always a good thing. You know, Dan, I was listening to some of your old music. And you have such an eclectic taste in songs. I'm really kind of surprised by this, because you like a lot of things from like classic rock to current modern day hits. And you know, I came to this playlist in your iTunes. I was really kind of surprised. It's a song by the Mirror Universe from their version of CeeLo Green, and it's called. It made me think of you instantly. It's called "Fark You."
Did you just hit me with a farkism?
I did.
Wow. I gotta. Fark, can you please tweet or text me privately? I think we need to have a discussion about this.
It was your music collection. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, regardless of how bad or good, I'm not going to tell you whether I thought it was bad or good. See, that's how much of a friend I am to you.
I created that on the fly. I don't write them down ahead of time like you do.
I spend hours like, tip, tip.
I know, and I did that on the fly, and mine was just as bad. So I'm just trying to teach you an object lesson.
Well, we hope that everyone goes to their website, 5yearmission.net, and downloads all of their great albums. They're working on year 4, I think, isn't it, Bill?
It is, in fact, year 4.
That's awesome.
Very, very exciting.
Yes, we hopefully will be getting some more updates from the band as they continue to work on that. What is sure to be a platinum selling album in my mind.
Your mind is also very small.
Okay, well, thank you. So, all right. So, Bill, do you have any idea what we got coming up next week? Because I'm really not sure. Since I'm the host, I really don't have anything written down.
Well, it's a way to prepare for this. Next week, I'm sure we have another exciting topic. But this is a supplemental, so I don't think we've planned that out.
I know, we haven't. That's what I wanted to put you on the spot for, because we don't have it planned out. Ha!
Did you have a cricket there?
No, it was the peepers. It's spring. The frogs are, starting to...
That was your phone, wasn't it?
It was. At least it was the bridge.
Yeah. Please remember, if you want to hear more great Star Trek discussion, you can listen to our friends at the Tricorder Transmissions online at thetricordertransmissions.com. And of course, for all the latest news on everything Star Trek, please visit our great friends at treknews.net, online at treknews.net. This has been a supplemental edition of the Trek Geeks podcast. We do hope you all live long and prosper.
CeeLo Green, Fark, you coconut, you man.